Hi there. So, have you got things going on in your relationship and you're not sure which way to turn? Well, here's a couple of things for you to consider. The fact is that sometimes it's worth looking, in fact, very often it's worth looking at what is your partner doing that it's triggering you and why is it triggering you? Because the thing is, when we sign up for our soul lessons before we come here, we have other souls that say, yeah, I'm going to help with that. I'm going to help to press these buttons. And the thing is, if there's something within you that you didn't have and craved as a child, that child will be playing out today and you will expect or want that from your partner. And sometimes it's a big ask because what happens is we put so much emphasis on that partner, whether it's just be like everyday friendships, our closest friends, whether it can be in, our husband, our wife, our fiance, whoever it is, it can play out anywhere, but it's usually the people that are the closest to you that are going to play out this. So it can be that you didn't get something as a child. I know there was something I didn't get from my father, and that's the one thing that my language patterns have continued to run even after many, many years of marriage. Sorry, that's my dogs. Two little Frenchies. So that still plays out, or that was still playing out. And it was about me wanting him to give me the one thing that I needed I forgot about everything else that he does. It was one thing that I needed. And when I did some healing around it, it was my 5-year-old child that didn't get it from a father. Now, if that's not for my husband to give that to me, or whether it's for your friend or anybody else to give it to you, it's about you healing the inner child. It's about you giving it to you. You nurturing the inner child and letting the inner child know that it's okay. Now, I do know that I do this as my work. So, and I have some great people that I work with, but equally that's what I do because people see their own blind spots. But it is possible to do it yourself. But you can see where this is playing out. Because when we become consciously aware, what we do is we notice our language patterns. We notice what we're saying. What is it that I'm craving for? And it does put a lot of responsibility onto our partners because they're not here to tick all the boxes and have everything. We want them to be everything. And they're not here for that. It's not right. That's not what makes a great relationship. I see every relationship as some kind of spiritual assignment that we're entering into. We've got karmic ties going on everywhere until the universe has shown us that many times that we're not the victim. We realise that, oh wow, that's what I've been playing out. Because what you'll find is that the people that are closest to you are the ones that trigger you the most. Because somebody else wouldn't get under your skin in the same way. And so when we have those triggers, why is it a trigger? It's not you today that's playing it out. It's the child that's playing it out. It's playing his or her wounds out from that child. It can be gestational, it can be in the womb, it can be, if we believe in past lives, which a lot of my clients, we do past life work. So wherever it comes from, the fact is it's that part that needs healing, nurturing, and it's not always your partner. Now, this is no way am I saying staying in a relationship that's not working, that's not right, that's totally wrong. But also we do have to have some discernment around it and think, do you know what? I'm pointing the finger But as I'm pointing the finger, there's two fingers pointing back at me. How am I showing this up? I was very surprised to see that something I saw in my husband that I was playing out. I was playing it, and I didn't want to see that shadow side of myself. I had to learn to accept it, and then the pattern dissolved easily. It's not about even trying to heal somebody else. It's about you. Everything is about ourselves, because when we heal those karmic ties, when we heal those triggers, when we nurture the inner child and we become consciously aware and consciously awake to it all, people around us change, because they don't need to press your buttons anymore. They don't even realise that they're doing it. I will have been in people's company where I've pressed their buttons all the time as triggering them, but I'm not aware that I'm doing it. It's just been something that's happened, and I've probably been placed somewhere, said something, done something, and somebody, may have been hurt by it, not intentionally, but just because of the way I am and my character. That's the same for everybody. We don't know we're doing these things. It's all unconsciously. It's an unconscious act. So if this has helped, let me know in the comments below, because it really takes a lot of really noticing consciously and stopping being a victim. Stop blaming others. It's about holding your hand up and saying, hey, I've got my part to play in this too. But noticing first where you're playing that part. Or even speaking with your partner and let them tell you, and accept it with no judgment. Not that it's right necessarily, it doesn't have to be, but there's no arguments here. Anyway, I hope that's helped, and have the most wonderful day. Take care. Bye for now. Bye-bye.